Welcome everybody. My name is Jasper Gattrell, and joining us today is Marilyn Lacasse, who's the new VP Exploration for StrikePoint Gold. And the reason why we're having this video is basically to introduce Marilyn. There was a press release February 1st about the appointment. And so congratulations, Marilyn. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, happy to be here.
That's great. So, before we chat more about yourself, maybe if you could give us a little bit of background on StrikePoint Gold and, what the company's doing.
Perfect. Yeah, so I'll be quick here, but StrikePoint, so we're in the Golden Triangle, basically right about in Stewart, BC. So we have two flagship projects. First one being Porter, that's overlooking the town of Stewart. It's located basically on Mount Rainy on either side. So you have two past producing mines there, Silverado and Porter, Idaho. Porter, Idaho has an historical resources there. And in between those two past producing mine, basically there's the Silverado ice sheet. So that's about 2 kilometers of unexplored ground. The veins on either side have similar strike and dip. So we're basically going to focus our exploration there in trying to merge that gap. So that's for Porter. Other flagship project is the Willoughby project, which is located 7 kilometers west of Red Mountain, that was acquired by Ascot in 2019, I believe, if I'm not wrong. So it has quite a bit of similarities with Red Mountain, similar intrusive, really high grade historical results there, drill results. And then we've been drilling there for the past 2 years, and we have been quite successful, always yield great results. There's 8 zones there. 7 of them are located on a Nunatech and 1 across the ice, which is 1 kilometer away. They all bear similar mineralization, and it's basically quite exciting. That's it.
That's great. That's great. And the company also has some projects in the Yukon as well, which aren't necessarily the focus of the company right now, but could you give a bit of background on those projects as well? I understand it's a huge portfolio, right?
Yeah, so basically the Yukon project are basically a portfolio that we inherited from IDM, which is basically Sean Ryan's portfolio. So they're quite prospective out there. We have not been basically exploring there since 2018, but we're definitely up and looking to, if there's partners and people that are interested too, then we're basically quite welcome to have you guys and give us a shout.
Yeah, great. Great, good to hear. So, Marilyn, a lot of people say basically that you're very diligent, you're very hardworking. They think that you're a real rising star in mineral exploration. And, I was wondering if you could basically give us, a background on yourself, what your education, your work experience, your hobbies, what you like to do, and yeah.
All right, well, a little bit about myself. So if you haven't noticed by now, I'm French Canadian. So I grew up in Quebec, east of Canada. That's where I did my schooling. So I went to UQAM, which is University of Quebec in Montreal. From there, I worked basically in northern Quebec and James Bay. There's a lot of mosquitoes there, and I decided that I needed to move out west to have less mosquito, and that's when I moved after my degree. I basically set up base camp here in Golden, British Columbia, basically in between the Rockies and the Selkirk Mountain, prime area for skiing. So that's what I do in my spare time. And apart from that, if I'm not skiing or in the mountains, I will be working basically strongly in the Golden Triangle there, where, there's multiple deposits and some pretty high mountains. So it's perfect world.
That's great. So your education experience then, so you're like a P.Geo, professional geoscientist?
Yes, I am a P.Geo indeed. So I did that basically in British Columbia with, so it's been a couple of years now. As of work, I work mostly for NBC. I worked for New Gold, the Blackwater project. I worked at Red Mountain from basically conception to basically buy off by Ascot then. And then I worked on with StrikePoint, which was, as I said, there's a lot of similarities with the Willoughby project.
Great, great. And you are the qualified person basically for StrikePoint, right?
I am the qualified person. Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct.
That's great. So, so you have a consulting company. It's called Outbound Consulting. You provide geological services. Could you provide us a little bit more background on that?
Yeah, sure can. So Outbounds Consulting. So we specialize, or I specialize mostly in basically technically challenging project or areas remote. So I do eye-angle mountaineering geology, run drill programs on steeper areas or challenging areas that need helicopter support. I train some junior geologists and have just new students come up work in the summer. So basically it's a multifaceted type of consulting, and basically it empowers me to work with people that I've been working with for a long time that I truly think are quite qualified, and it basically is a lot of fun.
That's great. That's great. And so you've been working in the Golden Triangle for a number of years now. And so if you could let us know about all your experience working the Golden Triangle and what, you know, attracts you to the Golden Triangle.
Yeah, so basically, as I mentioned just a bit earlier, so I started working at Red Mountain in 2016. So I worked there basically from basically opening the underground to basically building the resource to basically when it got acquired by Ascot. So I basically, from that, I built grassroots to pre-feasibility study to underground to steep mountain geology. In the Golden Triangle, I did a lot of small prospecting for just small operators through my consultancy as well, in and around Red Mountain or the Golden Triangle. And that kind of like sums it. I visited numerous projects as well, just as a part of tours and stuff like that. So yeah, quite accustomed with the geology there. Love the area, love the people. Big deposits, obviously quite mineralized, amazing terrain and challenging. Every day there is a new challenge, which I love. So it never gets boring there, for sure.
Right on. That's great. So, you know, we're looking forward to basically hearing more from you in the future about StrikePoint, about the projects and you know, upcoming news and you know, the work that will be done for 2022. And, you know, I was wondering if you could basically mention what is for investors, you know, what they can look forward to in the coming months. And
well now, so we have quite a bit coming up here. So obviously we have stellar drill results that are pending. So that's both from the Edge Zone and the Willow Zone, which I'm quite excited about. We're still pending a few results. We're going to be releasing that hopefully by the end of the month. And on top of that, we should have also result from our chip channel sampling, and as well coupled with the surface exploration. And there that were both done at Edge and at Icefall at Willoughby, along with basically regional at Willoughby and Porter. So that's going to be coming up as well. And then from that, obviously, we're going to be planning the 2022 drilling, mapping, and exploration program. So that should be quite exciting. As usual, every year at Willoughby never cease to be amazing. So quite excited to share that with you guys.
that's great. And so for the drilling, what do you how many meters are pending and how many holes
So right now we have basically all the holes from Edge that are pending and Willow. So you're going to be looking at about 9 holes that are pending currently. And we have all the holes from Porter as well. So that should be a single release. So you're going to be looking at, yeah, about like close to 3,000 meter pending.
3,000 meters pending.
And then from surface, we're looking at like a good 60 meters of chip channel that are pending, along with a bunch of grabs. So that's quite a bit of results, actually.
Sure.
Like hit the 80% of all the results. We only released one single pad right now from the Wilby zone, and that was released in 2021. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, great chatting with you. Congratulations on the promotion to VP Exploration. And we all look forward to hearing more information about the company, StrikePoint Gold, and the projects. So,
well, thank you, Jasper. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great
Great.
chatting.
All right. Have a great day.
You too. Okay.